Well, he had to deal with the incoming keeper, a net cord, and about an inch to spare for the pass.
I think Henman was expecting to play this kind of tennis. Instead, it's Kiefer attacking the second serve, and Henman producing the backhand pass. What a start.
Kiefer's won the only 2 tiebreakers he's played in this tournament. He's won 2, lost 1. One loss coming to Ivo Karlovic in the second set. Yes, and Kiefer going right through Henman. Legitimate shot.
Now, sensational tennis from both players. Kiefer gets the best of this one.
Good depth from Kiefer on that one, just hurrying Henman into a mistake off the return. And the German hangs on to both of his service points. Tactic that Henman uses so often, just ghosting in behind the slice backhand. Left it so late that Kiefer would have been looking at the ball and not looking at his opponent. Good pressure off the return. Just softened Henman up.
And Henman struggling to get a first serve in the breaker. And it's Kiefer who's dictating play right off the return. And more evidence there of how important that first serve is for both men.
It's the German number 2 who gets the first mini break. And Henman hits back straight away, courtesy of an error from Kiefer. And yet again, as soon as he's in front, his tennis seems to just slip away from him. And you wonder what's going through Kiefer's mind right now. He's got a whole set of struggles to contend with, as well as Henman. Oh, there was a chance.
4-3.
Again, Kiefer firing one up the middle, not giving Henman any angles to use.
Yeah, Kiefer with a clear idea of how to approach an attacking henman. And he puts some faith in his speed by making that play. He hits it right at henman and then feels he can track down the next play.
And again, can't find the first serve. That's too good from Kiefer. Incredible defence, getting himself back in the point, and then good offence to take it away from henman.
Now that right there is the reason you play defensive lobs. Re-establish parity in the rally. And now he's got a chance, and he takes it.
Kiefer regains the mini break advantage. He's pulled it wide. Interesting choice of shot again. The sensible shot seemed to be the one to take it up the line. There was plenty of space.
Now 5-4 advantage for Kiefer. He struggled when he's had the lead. How will the German handle this kind of situation?
Try and bring Kiefer into the net. He drags his passing shot wide. And after 63 minutes, Nicholas Kiefer with 2 set points. Oh, what a way to save a set point. It was a quality second serve from Kiefer, and henman had to be so alert for the return. I couldn't say that Kiefer really missed his moment there. Henman took it away from him, but still set point to the German. And the Kiefer eventually takes it. An incredible set of tennis. And Kiefer nearly blew the lead, but in the end, the German number 2 takes it from the British number 1, and it's 1-0 Germany. The one he eventually did. It was harder work than he would have liked. All that work, that good work from henman was in vain. Pivotal set in the context of this match, you think, Lee?
I think so. I think Kiefer now feels strongly that he can win this match. Had struggled to win a set against henman prior to this. So yes, he's got a boost, a big boost. You know, those kinds of errors really give your opponent confidence. You can build momentum off your struggles.
Well, had he won that set, I suppose you could say that as his 30th birthday, it would have been a real gift from Kiefer.
40-15.
So far, I haven't really seen any signs that Henman's back has been bothering him. I'm sure in the back of his mind, he might still be playing it just a little bit safely. So far, looking good, however.
Kiefer.
One of his quickest serves of the match. 128 miles per hour there from Kiefer. Close out the first service game of this second set.
It's interesting, you talked about Nicholas Kiefer, his coach Thomas Hogstad, played the tour when we were playing. Nice guy, but he's the only man sitting in Kiefer's box. So we look at some of the numbers. Kiefer really producing a fine set, 17 winners, just 8 on 4s. And that says a lot about Kiefer the person. He's something of a lone wolf. He really hasn't sort of gone in step with the rest of the German Tennis Federation. You know, he labored under the burden of the vacuum that was created when Michael Stich and Boris Becker left. He was the top-ranked German the first year after Becker retired, and Becker had been the #1 German for 12 of 13 years. So it's a difficult time for a man who's not comfortable working with other people.
First loss.
He was an exceptional junior as well. There was a lot of expectation on Kiefer. He was the Australian Open and US Open junior boys singles champion back in 1995. He was also the finalist at Junior Wimbledon.
And I'm sure the German press just took it for granted that this young man would go on to achieve the things that Becker had done, and it's a tremendous expectation to have to labor under. And he shows signs of it sometimes in his personality. He's very defensive, a bit prickly towards the press, and at times toward other players. He's definitely his own man.
Ultimately, most tennis players display that trait if you're going to make it to a certain degree, that you have that sort of single-mindedness, that stubbornness, that ability to almost create your own bubble in your world.
Yeah, I think you're right, because you're the only one standing out on that court. So oftentimes that's how you conduct your affairs off the court as well.
Henman.
That serve looked a little deep, but
One game
no
on.
boot from Cyclops, and Henman off to a better start in this second set than the first.
Of course, you look at Henman, he manages his off-court affairs so ably. The pressure is inherent in being his country's #1. The expectations of the press.
Just having to wipe the snow off that one.
15 off.
The toughest thing for Henman, isn't it? That, you know, basically his bar's set so high that unless he wins Wimbledon, many people would actually look at his career and almost say that he has underachieved, which is just an outrageous thing to think about.
Yeah, that's solid play from Kiefer.
When you look at Henman's year-end ranking, since 1997, he's resided in the top 20